Russian forces abandoned the strategic Black Sea outpost of Snake Island on Thursday, marking a major victory for Ukraine. The move could loosen the grip of Russia's blockade on Ukrainian ports and ease the passage of food cargoes from one of the world's leading grain suppliers. Russia's defense ministry said it had decided to withdraw from the outcrop as a gesture of goodwill.
We have demonstrated to the global community that Russia is not hindering efforts by the UN to organise a humanitarian corridor for the export of agricultural products from Ukraine. This decision will mean Kyiv cannot speculate on any impending food crisis or say that it is impossible to export grain due to Russia's total control of the northwestern part of the Black Sea.
Ukraine, meanwhile, claims it drove Russian forces out after a massive assault overnight. The country's Southern Military Command posted an image on Facebook of what appeared to be an aerial view of the island with columns of black smoke rising above it. Here's Alexei Hromov, Brigadier General in Ukraine's armed forces.
The leadership and armed forces plan to establish physical control over the island. At the moment, we control it with the weaponry, long-range artillery, missile and air troops. As for the ships with grain, armed forces of Ukraine will do everything to stabilise the situation so that ships will be able to have safe passage through the territorial waters.
Reuters could not immediately verify the photograph or either side's battlefield accounts. The bare, rocky outcrop controls sea lanes to Odessa, Ukraine's main Black Sea port, where Russia's blockade has prevented grain exports. That has created a global shortage, price inflation and risk of famine, where locals accuse Russia of lies.
I believe that what they say should be perceived completely the other way round. The Russian forces on the Snake Island were pushed away by our boys with their artillery, and they achieved their goal.
It would be great if the next Russian goodwill gesture would be Putin shooting himself in his bunker.
Ukraine's victory on Snake Island comes after weeks of the conflict seemingly shifting in Russia's favour. The latter has largely focused its firepower on capturing cities and towns in the Donbas region of eastern Ukraine.